What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone for another daily news show. And it's about Cambiaso because he had a few interesting things to say post game. And I was kind of shocked that he talked about a potential transfer in January, which explains quite a lot. However, a player like Cambiaso, you cannot move on in general. Now, if he wants out, he wants out. It's a bad sign for your project, but you cannot keep a player that, doesn't want to stay. However, we need to sit down and think about the possibility that the club maybe pushed him out. Or is it really coming from Cambiaso's camp? And is it the reason why he played so badly? And we're going to get into all of that because Man City's not going away. They will make they will make an offer in the summer. It's up to Juve to make a decision, yes or no. And it's up to Cambiaso to say, I want to stay and be, a key player for, 10 years, or I want to take this, opportunity and go to Man City. That's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as always, and let's get into all the kind of drama. Okay, so the backstory, everybody knows that there was an offer or potential offer that never came in. However, Cambiaso and Man City had an agreement, and we can speculate on a lot of things. However, he spoke about it. Post-game, he talked about it, and I'm not going to lie, shocked that he acknowledged that situation. He said since December the 7th, it's been a bit of a difficult period, more so personally, because he picked up that injury. I'm still not feeling 100%. I'm trying to get back to my best condition. I had a bad bit of luck because of the transfer rumors, but the only real issue was the injury. However, I'm back now. I'm learning to manage myself better to play even when I'm not 100% fit. I want to reach the high levels and maintain a good standard, so I'm happy with what I did today. Now, when he said that, when he said, I had some bad luck because of the transfer rumors, and he switches to, but it's all about the injury, I find it extremely hard to believe you. What does he mean with bad luck with the transfer rumors? Because they were not made up. They were not made up transfer rumors. It wasn't that it was fake. They were confirmed by every single possible source out there. So you can just take it to the bank. That's real. And he admitted, that it was real. So what does he mean with bad luck? That it didn't went through? I don't know. That it leaked and it didn't went through? That basically, that everybody knew about it and it didn't happen? Maybe. So he acknowledged, in my opinion, that it played a part in his bad performances. Yes, the injury, not 100% fit, but that's 2 months ago now. So he kind of acknowledged that was in the back of your mind, and we all talked about it, and that cannot be. I know they're humans. However, if it doesn't happen, you need to commit to the club you're playing for, the club that's paying your wages, the fans that are coming to watch you, and so on, so on. So he acknowledged that, and you can read into the story. If the offer was big enough, the club would have sold because we need money, basically, and we needed some players in January, and we found a different way. We loaned players, and we bought Kelly in the end as well. So that was the club's position. However, my feeling is that it all started with him having an agreement with Man City, and Man City not coming through and making that offer. I think that's the bad luck he's talking about, that it didn't went through, and it was all public. Everybody knew about it, and it didn't happen. So I don't think the club forced him out. I don't think the club was like, yeah, you need to move to Man City because they're putting a lot of money on the table. I think it all started with Man City speaking to his agent, agreeing as well. I know it's not legal. Every club does it. And then they're coming to Juve, Cambiaso and his agent, and saying, look, this is a situation and we have an agreement. And I think at that point, Juve said, fine, but that's the money we want in January. If Man City brings that, perfectly fine. If they don't bring that, you're going to stay here. And I think Man City said, we're not going to do that right now. We don't have the funds. Maybe we don't want to spend that. Maybe it's less money in the summer because then we can replace him, which kind of makes no sense because the value is the value, in my opinion. Yes, you overpay more in January, but the value cannot drop 20 million or something. So I think that's the situation. And I think that was part of him playing poorly. So it's not bad luck. It's something you kind of created yourself. And Man City didn't pull the trigger. So that leaves you in a situation where you're standing there and you're like, oh shit, everybody knows that I wanted out basically, but it didn't happen. So now I need to get over with it. And I don't think he dealt with it in a good way. Now, he is important. Now, next week, the week after, because he's unique. I don't know how you're going to replace Cambiaso. I don't like getting a Cambiaso in the first place was already so difficult. And we've seen what we went through with Alexandro in the last couple of seasons. For example, De Chilio played for, like, it's hard to fill in those positions. Right now, we're playing where we are on the other side. We don't know what Alberto Costa is. You don't know what Cabal is pre-injury, let alone post-injury. You don't know. They're all unknown things. They're all things you have no, proof of, in my opinion. So it's so difficult for the club or for fans like me to sit there and understand, yeah, it's money, but man, move somebody else to recoup money. I don't know. It's so hard. I don't know, like what we pay for him or what you get for him. I get it, all those things. But at one point, as a club, if you want to be serious again, you're going to need to hold on to these players and maybe not sign a player you wanted to sign and, make it work for 6 months and do it in January. I don't know. But you cannot replace certain players. Certain players are so difficult to replace, in my opinion, because they have, like, left back and right back, I think I'll stick with that, is the most difficult position to find in modern football. I know strikers because we don't score enough, but that's more of a team issue. If you see the control maps, somebody put it out there on social media, we control the wings, but we don't control closer to the box. So it's incredibly difficult for our strikers to score a lot of goals on a consistent basis. It's very difficult to do so. So that being said, I think those positions, if you lock them down, and in this case, he's Italian, he's young, it should be easy for you to keep these players. If an offer comes in of plus 100 million, I can sit back and I'll be like, okay, I need to be realistic when it comes to the club, what it means, so on, so on. However, when it comes to this, it's, in my opinion, it should be easy to keep a player like this, even if Man City comes in. So the situation is very strange. It's very strange, in my opinion. I think Man City will make an offer. I don't think Cambiaso is going to be here next season. And it's a goddamn shame. However, I think his agent and him started it all January. And the fact that it didn't happen was kind of the issue. But let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Ciao.